Hey guys, it's Maite. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over 4 skills you absolutely need in order to run your home. Now, I know a lot of the times when we talk about home management, we talk about the tasks we need to do and when we need to do them and the ideal time that those tasks need to be done. But we don't really talk about the skills we need that apply to all of those different categories to make our lives easier and to run our homes more effectively. Now, if you are absolutely starting from square one, I have an entire video that I made that I will link in the cards called Home Management 101, and that gives you 7 actionable steps to do today in order to get started running your home. I also upload videos every week on homemaking and home management, so if that's something that interests you, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss a video from me. All right, so let's jump in. The first skill you really want to learn is how to prioritize things in real time. I feel like a lot of the overwhelm that comes from running your home on a day-to-day basis is a lack of clarity of what needs to be done first. Just because something pops up on your to-do list all of a sudden doesn't mean that it needs to be addressed today or even that week. And sometimes it can just pile on and feel like we have all these things we need to do when really it's just a lack of being able to prioritize the things that really need to get done first. And the flip side of that is sometimes things pop up out of nowhere that really do need to be done on that day, or else it's going to be really bad. So being able to pivot in either one of those directions is so important. Being flexible, being able to kind of roll with the punches based on knowing the hierarchy of things that need to get done within your home. Prioritizing things in advance, planning them in advance can be a lot easier, but it's a lot more difficult to try to do this in real time on a day-to-day basis when things are constantly changing. So learning how to be flexible with our priorities as well as understanding what is most important is a real essential skill to managing your home. The second super important skill to running your home is being proactive as opposed to reactive. Now what that is, it's essentially a difference between being 10 steps ahead and constantly playing catch up and always being surprised when things come up. So the more proactive you can be in pretty much any situation as opposed to reactive, the better your life is going to be. Like, it is going to be significantly easier for you on a day-to-day basis. I can go into an entire video on ways to be more proactive in your home. Planning is a huge part of this. I have a ton of planning videos here on this channel as well. So if you want more of that, just like this video. Definitely playing the stance of being on the offensive as opposed to the defensive is really going to help you out. The third skill that is very important when it comes to managing your home is time management. Now, time management as a term can be quite vague and it can apply to a lot of different areas of your life, but specifically I'm talking about the ability to create your own schedule and follow through on that schedule. It is quite difficult to create and follow through on a schedule when you have nobody else to answer to except yourself. Now, I know I'm talking to a lot of other stay-at-home moms and homemakers when I talk about just being in charge of your own schedule, but this also applies to work-at-home moms, and if you have weekends that are completely your own, if you work full-time outside of the home, sometimes scheduling your time on the weekends can be difficult as well because there's just so much to do and so many people's schedules to manage. It can be a little difficult to try to sync all of that together. Creating and managing your own schedule is something that just takes a lot of practice to do. Life is constantly changing, schedules are constantly changing, and this is just a life skill that is always in flux. I still work on this on a daily basis, and I would say that I'm pretty good at managing my time. But again, when it's just you and you only have to answer to yourself, it can be very easy for tasks that need to be done to fall through the cracks because you're the only one who would know if you did them or not. I'm definitely going to talk more about time management in other videos in my channel. It's a massive topic and there is a lot to talk about. But for right now, just focus on the ability to create your own schedule and follow through on the tasks that you give yourself in the time allotted. The final skill that I think is super important when it comes to managing your home, and I feel like nobody talks about this enough, and that is communication. If you cannot communicate with others in your household, you will fail. that is it. If you can't communicate with others in your household about the things that you need, how you are feeling, how they can help you, communicate effectively in terms of teaching them how to do certain things in the home, it is going to be so difficult for you to run your home, and you will drown in a sea of either martyrdom or resentment. So communicating with other people in your home is probably, honestly, I should have put this first because that's how important I think it is, and that's how neglected I think that entire topic is when it comes to running your home. 9 out of 10 times you are not running your home alone unless you live alone. So being able to communicate with your family members, with your children, with other people in your household is super important. So those are the 4 skills that I think are of the utmost importance when it comes to running your home. Like this video if you thought that this was helpful, and leave me a comment down below if you are working on any of these skills yourself, or if any of these skills surprised you that they would make it into this video. Subscribe for more content from me, and as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.